And this is the Huntington Open. All right, so the loser of this one takes 7th. The winner goes on and plays at 3 o'clock. This is the women's contender bracket. On the other court, Newberry and Simo, or Corey, just won, and they will face Battenhorst and Hughes. All right, here we go. First play of the game goes into the net. Point Harward, 1-0. If you guys are watching, let me know where you're watching from. I would like to give you guys a shout out. Give me your name, tell me where you're watching from, who are you going for? Harward, Oceanside, and that's just too good. That's too good by Brazil. The AVP awarded 3 wild cards for this tournament. 2 women's, a Brazilian team, this team right here, Thâmela and Victoria, and a Swiss team, and on the men's side from Qatar. Qatar just lost to Taylor Crabb on Stadium Court. That ball's hit wide by Harward. Point goes to Brazil. 2-1. Thâmela back to serve. Jason DeBilia says, watching from USYVL, watching 9-year-olds do their thing. By the way, everyone loves you on the mic, killing it. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you for that. Harward off the tape for the kill. And likewise, back to you, Jason. Everyone loves you as well. Appreciate everything you do for the sport. Go check out his channel, NY Varsity Sports. He's got a great podcast called The Option as well. Back to action right here, 2-2. Jump float. The Option, and that's too good.
Way to see it, way to get up.
This duo from Brazil, they're very good. They began their partnership in July of 2024, placed 9th in their debut. Following that, they medaled in their 3 remaining World Tour events, winning a bronze, gold, and a bronze. Very good team. Jump serve, Harward. Harward out of the middle. Glance down. That's picked up. And that is too good by Brazil. That's a great pickup by Victoria Lopes. 3 serving 2, and that makes 4 serving 2, my apologies. Let's go. Val says, hi, Cookie. Val, you are awesome. Shout out Santa Monica, shout out Ocean Park. And I know you're going for Brazil. Harward with a nice handset and a switcheroo with the lefty. Wow, that was super nice. Hodel with the switcheroo in midair. Great play. Side switch, 3 serving 4. Coach from Brazil taking a walk and a little shaka bra. Love seeing the international teams here. I know there's been a lot of controversy about that. I'll just say right now, I love it. I love it. Harward, strand side, jumper, handled well. That's a great handset. And a power pokey, looked like a little bit of a netty and some incidental contact under the net. Both players say, are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, everybody's good. All good. Val says, love you. I love you too. I love everybody here. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you, AVP. Thank you, Bally Sports Live. Shout out to Waterloo. Waterloo is one of the sponsors, newer sponsors for the AVP.
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience. And for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your gold membership today at avp.com.
And you know, Brazil has just great ball control. Ball control, ball control, ball control. We call that BC. Got to have good BC to play on this tour. And there's a block at the net by Thâmela. Thâmela Coradello. Beautiful play. 7 serving 4. You know, when the score, when you go up by 3 or even down by 3, when there's a 3-point differential, it can actually feel like the game is slipping. That's how close it can feel as a player. And that's a beautiful deep angle shot. Love that shot by Hodel. Wick74 says, "Let's go, Wex. Great to hear your calls inspiring." I love that. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate it. Love is felt. Love is given right back. Inspiring is kind of my word. I love that word. Thank you. Nice rundown, but unable to handle that one by Hodel. Harward is just getting so many good touches on defense. I've been watching her play all day today on this court. She's been touching everything. Crowd is starting to gather. Thank you guys for joining. Shaybug says, "Gage from Fort Worth, Texas." Shout out to everyone in Texas. Tough pass, nice fix on the set. Lefty self-cover. Ooh, we got a good rally. And a beautiful shot. Nice shot by Thâmela. Thâmela Coradello, and you know, this duo, they finished 4th at the 2025 World Championships in Adelaide, Australia. So they are no stranger to high-level volleyball, and they're fun to watch. They got the sand socks going. It's getting a little warm out here at Huntington Beach. Wind is definitely picking up. The south side of the court, where Brazil is serving from right now, is the good side. Wind is in your face. Where Harward is hitting from is the bad side because it's drifting away, and that ball is sailed out. Harward with a big celebration. Love the energy that Harward brings. Gotta bring good energy. Hopefully I'm bringing good energy to you guys today, wherever you're watching from. And I feel the good energy coming back through the screen, through the chats. Keep the good energy going. AVP doing a great job of sharing good energy too. Jump float, ocean side, handled well. Back set, and just a nice power pokey to the strand side. Seen lots of good power pokies today. Power pokey short, power pokey deep. Sometimes you call it a Pokemon. Wick74, that's Matt Wickesburg. Wickes, let's go, coach. Wick74, thanks for being here. Great session yesterday, inspired athlete session at South Ocean Park. Harward blocked, and an overset or overpass. So the wind is definitely a factor. 11 serving 6. This is where the game can feel like it's starting to slip, and sure enough, they call that timeout. It's an early timeout, but when you're down by 5 early in the game, you got to consider calling a timeout. So again, my name is Aaron Wexler. My first time doing commentary for AVP. Thank you, AVP, for the opportunity. Appreciation. And shout out to some of the sponsors. I want to give shout out to Waterloo. They're awesome. Sparkling water. Slunks, showing up strong for the beach volleyball community. Zico coconut water. And of course, Wilson. Good stuff. Shout out to the referees, doing their best out there, trying to make the right calls, trying to keep it all fair. Shout out to the volunteers, trying to do their best on the scoreboard, making sure the balls are ready to go for the players. And you know, I can say that because I used to be a volunteer back when I was 16. I was a volunteer. Been a volunteer, player, coach, club owner, and now doing commentary. Having fun. H-Town Hottie says, watching from Houston. I love it. I love the Texas representation. Keep those comments coming, guys. I want to keep engaging in the chats. Back from the timeout. It's a tough pass from out of the timeout, and that goes down as an ace from Brazil. And now the Americans are in a little bit of trouble. That's 12-6 on the scoreboard. 12-6 on the scoreboard. She'll get there. 12-6. Tough serve. Oh man, Brazil's just putting a lot of good serving pressure, and there's another one. I believe that's 13-6. 12-6. 12-6, all right. Yeah, 13-6. Now it says 13. This has to be 13 here. All right, we're doing our best. We're doing our best on the score, everybody. Appreciate you guys for being here. Meest says, please do more AVP commentating. We're here for it. Thank you. Appreciation. And 7-13, side out. See if Harward can get some momentum before that tech. So with combined scores equal 21, there's a technical timeout. They already burned one of their, well, actually, they only have one timeout, so they burned their timeout already. Let's see if they can get some momentum going. Going out of the middle is Thâmela. Harward's there for the dig. Harward! And showing some emotion. Let's go. There's the tech, 8-13. So Harward doing a great job of finding the defensive pocket. What is the defensive pocket? Well, as a defender, I can speak from my experience. When you find yourself in the right part of the court, and when I mean right, you're kind of guessing because there is no right. But the pocket is where you think the ball is going to come to and where your blocker channels the ball to you. That's the pocket. The pocket changes throughout the game, but a great defender will find themselves in the pocket more often. Thons says, cheering from Arizona. Let's go, AZ. Guys, tell me about the clubs all over the place. I want to give shout outs to clubs, coaches, players, parents. If you're a parent of a volleyball player, let me know. I want to give you a shout out. You do lots of driving out there. So we have 13-8 out of the tech. Brazil commanding by 5. Jade DeBilia says, Wex has the stamina for this. I needed to hold that. I appreciate you, Jade DeBilius. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. This is awesome. Hopefully someday we'll do this together, Jason. But right now, I'm actually having a blast with this. 8 serving 13. Harward back to serve on the good side. The good side is anytime the wind is in your face. Suspect pass. Great fix on the set. And Thâmela with a great strand side swing, cross body shot down the line. Beautiful play. Victoria Lopes back to serve. I don't speak Portuguese, but I'm doing my best to give them their credit on their pronunciation. And that serve goes into the net. The only Portuguese I know is bom dia. Bom dia. But everyone I've met from Brazil, cool person, good people in Brazil. And I'm happy to see the international teams here. All right, jump float, working on the ocean side. The wind is picking up. Harward with a nice pickup. And Harward trying to manufacture some energy and get it going for her side. Nice pickup, nice play. That's a transition play. 10 serving 14. KC_PS_Suave_Hawk says, I've never heard it pronounced shout out and not shout out. Cali vibes. Shout out, all that. Lefty! Yes! Lefty swing by Harward. That's impressive. And a net violation call. Wow, I love to see the offhand stuff. Offhand meaning using your non-dominant hand. And if you're listening to this and watching this and you want to go practice your offhand, I say do that, especially in warm-ups. Have fun with it. If you're righty, talk to your lefty and say, let's go, lefty. Because right there, that's a good case in point. Harward goes up and kind of switches in midair and kind of thunders the ball with her left. It's pretty sweet. Impressive. Hard to do. 11 serving 14. Americans trying to make a little comeback here. Hodel, Huntington Beach native, jump float. Working on Lopes. Lopes with the back set. And it's just clean. And hopefully you can hear their cheers right there because they do cheer in Portuguese and it's pretty cool. We have 15 serving 11, set 1. Loser takes 7th place, winner moves on and plays at 3 p.m. This is the 3 seed against the 13. And that's a nice play. That's a nice play by Hodel. Hodel 6'1", out of Huntington Beach, went to Stanford. Harward. Harward was ranked 3rd in digs per set 2025. Makes sense, because she is all over the place. And that's just a beautiful cut shot. If you know me, I'm a fan of the cut shot, and that's a great one right there. 16-12 on the switch. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for joining in the chat. I encourage you to chat more. I will give you shout outs, especially coaches. I want to hear from the coaches. Get your players in on the app. I want more players here too. Brazil back to serve. Lopes, and that goes long. 13-16, Harward. Harward gonna try to get another dig here. Harward grew up singing, competed in choir, and auditioned for the American Idol and The Voice. It's pretty cool. Love all the storylines from all these players. And that's too good. Right side, strand side, power pokey for the kill. Score is now 17-13. Americans already used their timeout, so they gotta just battle here. They're fighting off the bad side. The wind is coming from north to south, kind of standard wind. Harward with the back set, check down, and I really like the check down. For those of you who do not know what the check down means, that's the glance. You're just looking at the other side while the ball's in midair. It's kind of hard to do, but great players do at least one check down, maybe even two. 14 serving 17. This is fun. AVP, you're awesome. Thank you for this. Strand side, Lopes. Blocker pulls, and it forces a hitting error. That's a good late pull. D. Lama says, whoop from AZ. Arizona in the house, and we have a timeout on the court. I like this timeout by Brazil. They're up 17-15, but they don't want to let the momentum switch, so that's a great timeout. Guys, make sure you go follow AVP Beach on Instagram. Share this feed with as many people as you can, and let me know what you want to see more, hear more. You know, talk to me. Let me know. I want to be the bridge from AVP to the fans, to the players. All that. So, you know, the Brazil storyline is that Thâmela and Victoria are arguably the best team in this field on pure international ranking alone. They are the world's #3 team. They only teamed up in June 2024, and within their first full season, they were already climbing to world #1. And they came to Huntington Beach as an international wild card and have been one of the biggest storylines of this whole event, along with the men's side, Qatar. All right, back from the timeout. Harward back to serve, 15 serving 17. Harward on the strand side. Working on Lopes.
Ow!
Lopes. That's another nice dig, but that has to go because there's a touch block.
Got it.
Ooh, Harward, another dig. Harward's everywhere. This time goes to Thâmela. Harward. Good rally. Oh, another touch by Harward, but not able to grab that one. Great rally here on court 2. Huntington Beach Open. Deep on a Saturday. And Brazil holding on to some momentum, 18-15. If you can hear the wind, it's picking up. It's a factor. Onshore wind. And that is an ace serve trickler to the oceanside line, allowing the wind to pull that ball down. Nice serve, 19-15. Brazil's good. Harward. Wow. Wow. Harward. With a nice play there. And sometimes all I can say is wow. You know, just wow. Side switch, 16-19. Coach is doing some walk and talk. I love the walk and talk. Do you guys like the walk and talk? I think it's pretty cool. coaches get to talk to their players for a minute there, give them a little observation, give them a little direction. But, oh, got a good rally. And that's good vision. That's good vision. And I take that back. I don't know who's going home with the trophy yet. We don't know that. We just don't know. Xolani Hodel from Huntington Beach, ready to receive serve on the ocean side, but it goes to Harward. And that is a tough pass. I don't think she was expecting it. That's set one, goes to Brazil. So we got a good game out here, set one to Brazil. Harward and Hodel gonna do their best to force a game 3 here. And here we are. So again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, AVP, for this opportunity. My name is Aaron Wexler. This is the first time I've done AVP commentating. I do host a podcast, but this is a little different. And I love it. I think it's fantastic. And what's really cool is the public. The public showed up strong today at Huntington Beach. You can tell there's pure volleyball fans here. You can also tell there is just volleyball enthusiasts. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. And I want to give a quick shout out to Hailey Harward. Harward is a 2-time NCAA champion who also holds 2 master's degrees, one in entrepreneurship and one in marketing, both from USC. That's pretty impressive. And that's a nice serve from Lopes to start set number 2, 1 serving 0. D. Lama says, how can we watch replays after the tourney is over? That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure, but it will probably be streaming here on this app. But we will get back to you about that. Oh, Harward with a good dig. Ooh, that was questionable. Harward again. Harward's everywhere. Great hustle. Great hustle. But that point goes to Brazil, 2 serving 0. Xolani Hodel's mother. In 3 seasons as partners on the World Tour, they are 74-34. That's a 68.5% winning percentage. And currently ranked 3 on the World Tour. And there is a tool off the block for 3-1 Brazil. They're on the good side. They're trying to close this out in 2. Hodel and Harward trying to take this to 3. And Jason DeBelius reminds me that Harward sang the national anthem at AVP Atlanta in 23 or 24. I think that's awesome. I celebrate creativity for all these athletes, whether it's singing, writing, music, acting. I think it actually enhances athleticism when you're creative like that. 2 serving 3. Hodel back to serve, lining up a jump float, strand side. Short, love the short, what a stabby pass. And that's just world class. Lopes lays out with the stabby pass, gets a good set, and just crushes it deep middle for the point. 4 serving 2, 1 to switch. Beautiful play. Very rare you see a stabby one-arm pass on the first contact. Jump serve, Harward. And Harward does a great job of adjusting to the drifting set right there. The wind, like I keep talking about, is a factor. And Huntington Beach is kind of known for that. In the afternoon, the wind picks up. It sure did right there. It took that set. And then Harward just was an athlete, made a play on that play. April Ross, Olympic gold medalist, coaching. Giving her a little observation / strategy / coaching. And Jason DeBelius also tells me that Xolani's TikTok handle is ridiculously good. Follow that. All right, well, there you go. And there's a nice high hand swing by Thâmela. Yeah, TikTok, you know, social media is such a big part of daily life, it seems like. But for a pro athlete, it's kind of an imperative part of the whole picture. Whether it comes to NIL, for, you know, college and high school athletes even, or brand deals for pros. And there's a nice swing by her. Xolani with a good, she's got a great close step. For anyone, any player out there who maybe is gonna go play later today after this, or gonna go train next week, work on that close step. The close step is a big part of giving yourself a chance to score. Nice serve there. Brazil, I think that could be out of bounds. Yep, that goes over the antenna. That's a great serve. Let's go. United States. You know, the cool thing about, and shout out Kyle Friend and Travis Mayweather, because they did a great, they recently did a great kind of breakdown of the AVP and the league and just the international wild cards and nice shot there by Lopes. But Kyle Friend made a good point. At some point in this tournament, you might hear USA, USA, USA. And that's pretty cool. You rarely get that on the AVP. And the AVP did a nice job by inviting a wild card team in. So maybe we'll get some USA chance. Lopes, jumper. Nice serve, nice pass.
Right.
Good rally. And Thâmela making a great blocking move in transition to grab that block. Nice play. You could just tell this Brazilian team is so technical. Every touch on the ball is very intentional. Lots of prolonged contact. And there's an ace serve back line by Lopes. And you know what? She gets rewarded by going aggressive with the serve from the bad side. That's a risky move to go for a jumper on the bad side. Bad side meaning the wind will take that thing and maybe have the ball sail long. And there you go again. She goes for it, grabs a trickler ace. Side switch 9-5. Brazil in command of this game. You guys having fun watching this? You guys liking this game? You liking the commentary? Let me know. Throw down something in the chat. I want to give you a shout out. I'm having so much fun with this. Shout out AVP. Thanks for this opportunity. And thanks for all of you watching. Jump serve. That's an easy one. Xolani. Lopes is there. Lopes. Woo. Great swing. With authority. A line swing. Strand side. Really good close step. Way to keep the ball in front of you. Good feet to ball. These are all coaching terms that I'm trying to share with you guys because I think it's cool. It's cool to know these terms. Good serve. And a rare on one that works. 10-5. The on one play is a risky play, but when you have confidence in it and you can just sense that the other team's not there, you go for it. Timeout on the court by the United States. That on one stuff, it reminds me of Travis Schoonover. He's so good at the on-one game where you just find yourself in the right position defensively. You see the other team is not quite set up, and you go for it on one as you dig the ball, right? It's a kind of a tricky play to make. But you know what really helps that game, or I'm sorry, that skill is the game of Volleyball. Anyone like Volleyball out there? Volleyball is a really fun game where you're just doing one touch. It's such a cardio game, but it does open up your vision, and you can make some great plays. I'll give you a little update on the other courts as the wind picks up. I'm trying to keep the microphone down. Phil Dahlhauser, Olympic gold medalist from 2008. He's battling Theo Brunner, and Billy Allen on court 1. Let's see if I can give you a score update on that one. I'll pull that up in a second, but we are now back to action on court 2. And make sure you go to avp.com. You can check out all the brackets, live scoring there. They've done a really good job with their website. And there's an ace out of the timeout by Lopes. Wow. Great serve out of a timeout. 12 serving 5. This game is starting to slip from the Americans. Let's see if they can fight back. Lopes jumper. And another ace. Tough. She's putting really good action on that ball, especially from the good side. Early platform here. See if they can fight this thing off. Good staggered footwork. There's a good pass. Lefty. There's a good switch. We talked about that earlier, using your offhand every once in a while and finding the right time to do that, and that was the right time. Xolani goes up strong with the right, switches in midair with the left for the kill. 6 serving 13. Harward working on Lopes. Xolani with a nice read. Lopes is there. Lopes with authority to the ocean side. Nice crossbody line shot. This Brazil team is very good. And you know, part of the Brazilian philosophy for ball control is a ton of 2 and 3 touch, meaning that they'll dig to themselves and then set to their partner. So you're getting 2 actions on the ball in training quite a bit. I do encourage people to to experiment with that. And there's actually a great example of a two-touch right there. Goes off the block. Thâmela, the ball comes off the block. She goes up with the knuckle. So she really did a two-touch, but it's legal since it went off the block. Nice play. Brazil in full command of this, 15-6 at the Tech. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back out of the Tech. Americans going to the good side here, down quite a bit, 6-15. Trying to manufacture some energy, get something going here. Tournament life is on the line. The loser of this game takes 7th. The winner moves on and plays at 3 o'clock, court 1. And that's just a big, brutal block by Thâmela. Monster block. Roof. I remember playing at UCLA, and the announcer used to say that all the time. Roof. 16-6. Thâmela working on Harward. Harward. That's how you answer after just getting blocked right there. Most players in that situation will shoot. They're afraid of getting blocked. That's just a great example of no fear by Harward. You blocked me, that's all right. You're not gonna block the next one. I'm coming after you. That's the mindset there. Xolani back to serve, jump float. Nice save. You can see the wind is taking that ball, and that's a good swing. Hodel with a great swing right there in transition from the left. I'd like to see her do that a little bit more. 8-16. Don't get quiet in the chats, guys. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know where you're watching from. I'll give you a shout out. Lopes, back set. Great swing. It's a great swing. Attacking the block, getting the kill. You can call that a tool or just an aggressive swing off the block. 17 serving 8. Brazil in full command. Let's see if the Americans can put up a fight here. Great serve, but goes out just wide. We call that a good miss because that's aggressive and pretty close. Harward back to serve on the good side, finding the pocket. The pocket means where the wind is at its best. Lopes with just a sick cutty. That was awesome. From the bad side, cut back. And I used to play right side, and that's a tough play because the wind is taking that ball and it's moving it around as you go up and try to track it, and you got to have great ball control, wrist control. Nice play. Thâmela back to serve. 18 serving 9. This is a good serve. Oh, Thâmela. Wow. Wow, what a block. 19-9. Carol Kobe says, I'm from Rio. Let's go. We're worldwide right now. I love that. Rio, Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Is beach volleyball the #2 sport in Brazil? I think football or soccer is #1, but beach volleyball could be #2. 19 serving 9. Brazil in full command. That's a good serve. It's a good set. Oh, scramble play. Oh, Harward with another dig, but Thâmela is there. And all Harward can do is smile because that's just a good block. Thâmela match point. Brazil has match point here. They have a lot of them in front of them. Carol Kobe says, yeah. All the Brazilians I've ever met are awesome. Why are you guys so awesome? That's a nice lefty pokey to the ocean corner. Nice play. And they're down match point, but at least they're smiling and having fun and competing. That's what you want to see. 20-10. 10 serving 20. Match point for Brazil. Americans trying to fight this out. Trying to keep the microphone down because the wind is picking up. Hodel with actually a good serve forces a free ball. Harward celebrating her kill off the block. There you go. That's how you try to manufacture some energy. Create some energy. Get it going. See if you can ride the momentum a little bit here. Good swing. 11-20. Do you guys hear that wind? Because it is picking up. It affects the game. It creates a clear good side, bad side. Wind is coming from north to south. Brazil on the good side.
Ow!
And there it is. Great swing, great game. Match goes to Brazil. Brazil moves on. Thâmela and Victoria. They will go to match 26 as the 3 seed.